right, it is 7 o'clock in Gardner, Kansas. Please rise and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, good evening, everyone. Let's see. All right, we have a presentation for Constitution Week. And Mary? Yes, there we are. Want to join me? We'll go by the. Sorry. Absolutely. You're with the Daughters of the Revolution? Yes. Yes. All right. Well, I'll read this out, and then we'll take some pictures. Okay. So, whereas the Constitution of the United States of America, the guardian of our liberties, embodies the principles of limited government and a republic dedicated to rule by law. And whereas September 17th, 2025 marks the 238th anniversary of the framing of the Constitution of the United States of America by the Constitutional Convention. And whereas it is fitting and proper to accord official recognition to this magnificent document and its memorable anniversary, and to the patriotic celebrations which will commemorate it. And whereas Public Law 915 guarantees the issuing of a proclamation each year by the President of the United States of America, designating September 17th through 23rd as Constitution Week. Now therefore be it resolved that I, Todd Winters, Mayor of the City of Gardner, Kansas, do hereby proclaim the week of September 17th through 23rd as Constitution Week, and ask our citizens to reaffirm the ideals the framers of the Constitution had in 1787 by vigilantly protecting the freedoms guaranteed to us through this guardian of our liberties. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Smile.
I'm
You
gonna
take a
go
picture.
back.
That's okay.
Smile.
I'll take a picture.
I got it.
Perfect. That'll work. Great. Thank you. Thank you. Did you want to say a few words about your daughter's recommendation?
Well, just that we're in the process of setting up Constitution Week displays in all 11 schools.
Excellent. Great.
So
Awesome.
students can learn more about what it is to support the Constitution and uphold the Constitution. So.
Great. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
All right. We have no public hearings this evening, so we'll move to public comments. And members of the public are welcome to use this time to make comments about city matters or items on the agenda that are not part of a public hearing. If you wish to come forward, please limit your comments to 5 minutes or less. There's a 5-minute time clock to your left. With that being said, come forward, state your name and address for the record, and the podium is now open. All right, seeing no one coming forward, we're going to move to consent agenda, and I will note we have Councilman Ween attending by phone. He's there. Are you there, Councilman Ween?
I am here.
Okay, there we go. And Councilman McNear could not attend this evening, so we do have quorum. And I will move, ask if there's any items on the consent agenda that council would like to remove. Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
I'll get you.
Okay. Motion Shute, second Eden, that we approve the consent agenda. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Abstained? The consent agenda passes. No planning and zoning consent, no committee recommendations, no old business, and we have one new business item. New business item number 1, consider approving an ordinance amending chapter 5.05.010 of the Gardner Municipal Code relating to soliciting, hawkers, peddling, and canvassing.
Good evening. So, a couple meetings ago, we talked about ideas about making changes to our soliciting ordinance. You guys provided the recommendation. The recommendation adds a required license section. Keeps the soliciting hours from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. It adjusts places the fees in the process under policy for the city administrator. You guys also got a couple ideas. We have two possible processes for the permits. Before we removed the permit requirement before, we used business card style handwritten permits that were issued to every solicitor after they completed the application. We could return to that process, or we could look at a more printed badge process. It has some upfront fees associated to it, but would be a more professional, could include a picture and so on. Also was a suggestion for a sticker that we could provide to the public with advertising the no soliciting as well as our municipal ordinance. We recently noticed the city of DeSoto did something much like that, and it seemed to go over very well there. So, any questions?
Let's open this up to public comment. I know you commented prior. If you have any questions or comments. If not, I can ask council, do you have questions, comments, suggestions?
Well, I see the cost difference between the ID badges and the cards. My concern about the cards is that one could print a card potentially and just fill it out. I understand there's a cost to it. I think it's like $2,500 if I'm not mistaken, or something around there. Can we offset that by charging for a permit? I think that would be the best way to go.
Mm-hmm.
Charge for a permit, put that directly towards the cost of the badges, and have them, because the badge actually signifies, hey, this is something that you had to go to the city to get, and it has your picture on it. And it provides an additional layer of confidence for the folks that are out there at the door that, hey, they've gone through the process, they've been somewhat vetted. We understand it's not a full vetting, we don't do full background checks, it's cursory, but at least they know. Because that card, to be honest, I could take it off this agenda here and I could go and put it on a card stock and print one off.
Sure.
Not that someone will go through all the effort to do that, but I just want to make sure that those individuals are, and I wouldn't mind having a charge, a nominal fee,
Mm-hmm.
For that processing, for that photography, as well as the background.
Absolutely.
So that
$10 card to cover the cost.
absolutely, that's what I'm saying. It is $2,500, but how many requests do we get? Two, the first 100 ID cards are covered. 200 ID cards are covered. So I would say that's worth it. It's worth it.
Sure.
For peace of mind for folks that are at their door. And obviously, I'm in favor of the stickers. I think the stickers are long overdue.
The application and either permit option give us two more options to remind a solicitor what our rules
Absolutely.
are. Because those would be printed on they're printed on the application that they would complete. So I think every opportunity we have to remind them what our rules are is just going to help the situation.
Yeah.
Logistically, they come in, is it done like same day? Do they just wait around for their card to come out and then they can...
Correct. Yeah, it's generally a pretty quick process, 30 minutes max. So.
And are there any other uses we could use the equipment for?
Oh,
I can't think right off, but any kind of ID card?
Any type of seasonal employee that doesn't.
Absolutely.
We always get a badge or something like that. Just thinking out.
Oh no, you're wrestling. No, that's
Mhm.
a great option.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask if we still have the card printer that we used to use when we actually gave out cards for the aquatic center.
And picture cards for staff too. We used to have the picture cards for the staff as well.
We don't have them for the aquatic center, but for ID badges.
Yeah, but I mean, we used to. Years
Yeah,
ago.
we did. Yeah, several years ago.
So I'm wondering if it's sitting in the closet.
I'd have to look.
There are quite a few different things that we could use the badge printer for as well. So I think that we could put it to good use
Yeah.
either way. technology does kind of get outdated quickly, so I think it would be good to purchase the new
How long
technology.
would it take to get something like that put in place, like buying the equipment, getting it set up and all of that? Are we talking months or?
I'm guessing in 30 days-ish. Yeah, without knowing a shipping time and so on. But the process itself exists because it existed before. So it's just bringing up and renewing what we had before with the new technology.
When we did permits before, did we have a fee associated? And
Yep.
what was that fee?
It was $5 for a day permit or $25 for a year permit.
So we could even just use that fee.
I'd want at least 10.
Yeah, I don't think
Of
so.
course,
Even
yeah.
five.
But, and then we could put like an expiration date at the bottom of the badge. If they
Yes.
chose to pay a little bit more for the year.
Mhm.
Well, do you even want to do the year?
I think that there's going to be some folks that are going to, like, for example, I know a lot of, like, again, we're getting to the end of solicitation season, thankfully, getting into the fall, but I know that there are these companies, the pest control and land and lawn service companies, they'll solicit for a month, and they'll hit, different neighborhoods every day. I think that you would probably want to give them that option to have an annual solicitation permit,
Be a year, maybe by month.
or by the month. Yeah.
I'm just wondering if $25 for a year is low, or it's $50 for the year, or it's only for a month. If you're already charging 10 for a day.
Yeah, but I think, I'm not trying to make money. I mean, I think
Yeah.
it's more of a.
I'm not even talking about the money, I'm talking about the background check part of it. A lot can happen in a year with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
An employee could get fired, let go, be disgruntled, and still have a badge that has a year-long expiration date. And then they can be going door to door and, not actually associated with the company that's on their badge and things. That's kind of what I'm thinking about. A lot happens in a year with employees and things like that.
Well, aren't solicitors, as part of a permitting process in most cities, required to let, the issuing entity know that that individual has left their employment? They
No,
aren't?
There's no
Well,
requirement.
I'm sure they don't post on.
Really? Mr. Ween, you have anything to add?
No, I think I like the idea of printed badges. I do think a year is too long. Because I don't know. I just feel like you're going to have, like you guys have been talking about, you're going to have somebody come out for the season, but not come out and come back in a year. So I don't know if we want to do 3 or 6 month stints.
Or 30-day?
Well, yeah, 30-day. I guess if they're just going to come to Gardner, I guess we just don't know how long people are coming in and soliciting for. If it is for 30 days at a shot, or
I don't hate Mark's idea of maybe quarterly, like a 3 month, because that would hit the summertime, or if you're a fall business or something like that.
I'd be willing for that. I'm willing to have it, like, just a 90-day permit period, and they pay, what, $10?
50.
50? Mark?
Seriously, otherwise I could come for 5 days, and 1 week is the equivalent of 90 days.
Everybody would be getting, if it's
I mean, that's still a steal of a deal.
$25 for 3 months or $10 for 1 day, then
All right, I'm okay with that.
I mean,
the
we're not
math
raking them
doesn't
over the
make
coals
sense.
by any means.
No, $25 is a small price to pay, but I just said 50. I'm like,
yeah. I heard I read an article that Manhattan up theirs and it's like $250. So whatever we're charging is not outlandish.
I like Mark was just saying, I read an article about the city of Leavenworth. It's $150 and a 2-week waiting period while they did a full background check. And the $150 covered that background check and all of that, but then they had to wait for 2 weeks before they could solicit. In that case, I could see letting it run for a lot longer of a period because they had a longer waiting period. But I don't think we want to visit the full background check.
it sounds like we might have a consensus then on $25 for 3 months or $10 for a daily permit.
Well, I'm not against charging more.
Yeah.
I mean, we
think-
still
I think Mark-
got to
Maybe
get
saying
our money
50
back on
for
the
3 months and 10
25 seems low.
Uh-huh.
You want to go to 50, don't you, Mark?
I would love to
Both
go more,
marks.
but I'm going 50. Plus, as much as people don't like this, it's also a little bit of a disincentive. So they have to go, is this worth it? And hey, if it's worth it to them, more power to them.
Well, and we have to
Yeah.
keep in mind, it's not just the cost of buying the printer and the badges.
Oh, yeah.
It's the cost of the officer's time to take the information, our IT department's time setting it up and coming and troubleshooting. Like, there's gonna be a lot of staff members involved in equipment like this. And so to make up for some of that time as well.
And I still don't think it's exorbitant.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is, wait, yes, sir.
The ordinance as drafted has the fee set administratively by city administrator. I mean,
City administrator, are you hearing this?
Then the
So-
ordinance can stay the same.
Yes, it can stay the same. It can
So
stay the
fee
same.
be determined.
and the fee under Kansas law on licenses like these are supposed to be representative of our costs of the program.
Yep.
So,
Well then,
That's it.
And if
Jim,
it needs to
Pete,
change,
figure out
yeah.
what it really costs.
Yeah, if it costs more.
yeah, as long as it's published and the folks that want to do business in our community know what the price is.
And then as for the stickers, I really like that idea. I'm all for it. I just want to make very clear that any type of no soliciting sign is still accepted, and they need to, you know, if a citizen wants to get one of our stickers, great, but that the solicitor also has to obey any type of no soliciting
Yep.
sign.
That's correct. The ordinance says anything like.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
yep.
So my concern with the sticker is that it's a sticker, and it's going to get weathered, and it's going to wear. And I'm curious if it makes more sense to either go with a more durable sign, or we give it a trial run and let people download it, and we see how many people actually download the darn thing, and then whether or not it's worth it to keep replenishing a stock of stickers.
Well, if they're vinyl, they tend to be a little bit more durable. And I think these are vinyl stickers, correct?
It was a bumper sticker styled stickers.
Yeah.
And if you put them on like your door, like the window next to your door, it typically doesn't get rained on.
Yeah.
I have one of those on mine, and it's been up for
Yeah.
2 years. I bought it on Amazon, and it's been pretty
Okay,
good.
if we think they'll last for a while, then that's fine. Okay.
Okay. So,
Sorry, I want to, one more question. How are we distributing the stickers? We're not probably going to keep track of addresses, so we won't know if the same person comes back and gets a new sticker every 2 months, but are they going to have to come to the police department? Are they going to be available at City Hall? Both.
I would suggest both. I think having available like the utility window and then our front window. They wouldn't be something placed on our table at a PR event because they're not meant for that purpose, but making them available at 2 different locations I think is a fair option.
Okay.
I mean,
They're not.
$39 for.
No, it was.
No, it's a,
643.
yeah, for 500.
For 500.
Yeah.
So they're
Yeah.
just over $1 a piece, which is fine, but we've got a lot of households, a lot of roofs in this town, so I just want to make sure that we're,
A lot of doors.
yeah,
You have more doors than you have rooftops.
yeah. Are we gonna start with an order of 500 and see how that goes, or what was our thought process on that?
Yes, I thought we would start with 500 and then go from there.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, so we don't need to be very specific then. I mean, we're essentially giving the information to the city administrator, but we're passing the ordinance. All right. You have direction?
We just recommend approving the ordinance, adding the.
Yeah, I mean, as far as when we approve this, you have direction as far as what we
Oh,
do.
yes. Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Yes, we do.
And we should probably not have this ordinance take effect until we buy all the printing equipment and have it set up, because we don't want an ordinance that we can't follow for equipment. Is that accurate? I'd hate to make an ordinance that said you need a badge and then we can't give them a badge.
Yeah, that'd be a little bit.
Hey, if you have a 2-week waiting period, so be it. We're instituting a new system. Things take time. I mean, it'd be a one-time deal. I don't think it's a big deal.
You could, or you could amend from the dais. I might suggest that we say something like amend
45 is the stick.
45 days
November 1st.
from the date.
Yeah,
of
November
adoption.
1st, exactly November 1st.
And we only said publish.
Alright, so do I hear a motion?
Go ahead, Steve. I'll second.
All right, I second.
Motion shoot,
Second.
second Baldwin. We consider approving an ordinance amending
First.
chapter 5.05.010, and amending section 3 to have the effective date of November 1st, correct? Yep. Of the Gardner Municipal Code relating to soliciting, hawkers peddling, and canvassing.
Councilmember Shute.
Yes.
Councilmember McNair. Oh, sorry,
Absent.
Councilmember Baldwin.
Yes.
Councilmember Dean.
Yes.
Councilmember Weed.
Yes.
The ordinance passes.
And that's 2850.
2850 passes.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. We'll move to council updates. Concludes our regular session. We'll start with Parks and Rec. Jason, you have anything?
Nothing tonight.
Dave?
Nothing.
Kellen?
Nothing tonight.
G?
I don't have anything.
Clerk?
I don't have anything.
Finance?
Nothing tonight.
Nothing good.
Attorney?
Nothing from me.
Administrator? All right, Councilman Shute.
Yeah, a couple of things real quick. Sorry. Yeah, I'm taking time away from being and watching Monday Night Football. That's okay. Yeah. Kellen, first of all, I saw the construction. I guess they're doing like utility work right now on the east side of the bridge. Is that correct? And getting work relocating those utilities?
Most of the utility relocates should be done. They're starting on the bridge itself right now, and
Yeah.
I believe 191st Street relocation. That's kind of they'll be working on the bridge itself for the next year and a half.
Yeah, I knew that. But,
And then they had to realign a bit of the lanes across the bridge.
okay, so that's so when are we going to see actual pilings being put in and things like that? Do you know?
I'd have to look at the construction plans.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm glad to see it started. That's
Yeah, it's a 2 and 3 month long project, or 2 year and 3 month long. So there's an awful lot of construction items in there.
Yeah, thank you. I just wanted to make a statement about some things that happened in the country last week. I think it's kind of important for us to kind of reflect on that. I know we just celebrated Constitution Week this coming week. It's coming up on Tuesday, Wednesday, I should say, 17th. And I have a real fear that we're losing what it means to be civil in our discourse. We had a person taken from us who was at a university campus and was just trying to show people what it was to engage in civil debate. And for that, he was killed. And it was a profound loss for a lot of people. And I think it really behooves us all as public officials who are in the public, who talk with people out in the public, that, we need to probably moderate our rhetoric a little bit sometimes, just because a lot of eyes are watching us. But also, I think we need to lead by example and try to turn the temperature down as much as possible. And I know there's both sides of this stuff and whatever. It doesn't matter. Okay, what happened on Tuesday of last week goes way beyond politics, or Wednesday of last week goes way beyond politics, and it goes towards who we are as human beings and our common humanity. And I think that when politics trumps people's basic sense of decency and humanity, it's gone too far. And I'm hoping and praying that this becomes an introspective moment, and then in a moment of action where we are actually getting rid of the rhetoric and talking to people as Charlie Kirk would have talked to the students in his sessions on campus, respectfully, and trying to persuade with ideas and not with bullets. And that's what I wanted to mention. I'm done.
Thank you. Councilman Ween?
I don't think I have anything other than to say, I appreciate your comments, Councilman Shute. I can agree, and I know that, candidates in our upcoming election are, some of them are scared and concerned about the rhetoric that's going on. So appreciate everything that we can do as officials to help to bring that temperature down. Because, it shouldn't cost anybody their lives. For what we're all trying to do, which was make Gardner and our schools and everything a better place. So that's all I have.
Thank you, Councilman. Okay, Council Vice President?
Yeah, so I don't know if anybody last Sunday got to watch, but the Army Reserve's Chinook helicopters took their final flight. It was a sight to be seen. I, for one, will miss them flying over and thank them for their service.
Absolutely.
And that is all I have.
Council President?
Yeah, what you said, Steve, was really good. It should never come to violence over any words. It's just a shame, and I don't care who you are and where your position is on anything. It shouldn't come to that. So yeah, that's a shame, and yeah, anything we can do is worth trying to do. To piggyback off of PP's comment about the Chinooks, they do still have Chinook or Treat, which is basically a trunk or treat through the Chinook here in the middle of October. So you can still do that. I think it's the 18th. That's all I have.
Thank you, Council President. I have nothing further. So we do have an executive session this evening. Do I hear a motion to enter into executive session?
So moved.
Second.
Motion Shute, second Baldwin. We consider entering into executive session to discuss matters of attorney-client privilege relating to the Gardner Lake pursuant to KSA 75-4319B2 beginning at 7:27. Returning to regular session at 5 minutes.
37.
10 minutes, 7:37 p.m. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Aye.
Abstain? We are in executive session.
That's a cute deer.
It's a cute team.
It's on, oh, yours on the day before, I'm sorry. It's on that website.
All right, do you have a motion to return to regular session?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you.
Motion, Shoot, second, Baldwin, return to regular session, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Abstained? Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion. Go to the, see which all in
Second.
favor. Second, Baldwin, we adjourn, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Abstained? Thank you, Mark.
Okay, thank you.
You started her out, man.
I'm sorry?